Hey guys, welcome to the designsketchbook.com. It's Chou-Tac, and today I show you how to duplicate a tile in 2D. For the perspective part, I will show it to you in another video for part 2. Alright, let's start. So the first step right here is just draw a simple box, a simple square right here. So name each corner A, B, C, D. Then we are going to go to the next step. So what we want now, we need to have the center. If we want to duplicate it, we are going to use simple geometry. Let's get the center right here. So we draw the diagonals. What is in the middle? The letter E for the center. All right. Let's go to the next step right here. So now you just draw a horizontal line going to E, and you get this little new point, which is F. Okay, let's carry on right here. So what now we are going to duplicate, we start to duplicate this box. You just trace a line from A to F and you prolongate it to the other side. All right. So let's go to the next step. Now what you do for the CD, just prolongate it until it touches the oblique line and you got the G points. And for the last step, you just need to reconstitute the second square and you have the point H. That's it. As simple as that. Now we have two little squares side by side that are equal. So first you draw the tile, second you draw the diagonals to find the center, E, right here. Next, so we are going to prolongate the lines horizontally to E, so you can find the letter F. Here we go. So then you can join A and F. You prolongate the lines. And then for the 5, you join the bottom line with the slanted line and you got the G. Okay. And then you just need to reconstitute the second square. So as you can see, drawing in design sketching is basically all about simple geometry. Here is a good example of it. So let's recapitulate very fast with the pink dot. We got the center right here. We got the F point that is a half of the right edge. Then we prolongate from the corner one to the middle one to go the other side. Then we got the little G, which is equidistant to CD. And then you just need to reconstitute, and we have two squares side by side, which is pretty magic, right? So this tile is multiplied by 2. All right, so now it's time for practice. And I'm going to give you two different phases. Phase A, what I want you to learn from here is to draw very slow, step by step, all the things that we have been through. And the B, redraw super fast. Why? Because of A, I want you to understand the steps. And the B, it will be a method to memorize them. So it becomes like a long-term memory. And you don't have to think about it next time you want to practice. So when you understand, just go through the tutorial step by steps, one by one. Take your time. So this is how you're going to reconstitute. You can draw it as a thumbnail size or much bigger. And if you struggle to draw with straight lines, I invite you to go to the tutorials on how to draw straight lines freehand on the blog. Or you can just use a ruler because it's your first time. Since this is your understanding phase, I would like you to just focus on the steps. So for the phase B, just draw everything super fast. Since you have already memorized the steps, you just want it to make them instinctive. And the key here is a repetition. So you don't have to care too much about the precision of the lines. What you want to do is just like learning the sequence by practicing them super fast. Alright, so I defy you and invite you to repeat them at least 10 times. Okay, so now I want to show you that you can apply this repetition of tile in the 4 directions, not only from one side. So you can try to experiment in that way. You will see we get pretty messy pretty fast. So this is why here precision is pretty important. So you can have infinite tiles in all the directions, okay? So that's what we wanted to do. To duplicate this tile, we started with a square. We use simple geometry right here. We want to be accurate because this is how you're going to have good proportion whenever like you use good precision with your lines. And precision matters, and ta-da, this is what is, you got the magic square as a result. Okay, so first understand, then memorize. And remember, you can use a ruler as a cheat code, okay? This is allowed because you're a beginner right now, so it's fine. Okay, and then after you want to practice the fast sketching. All right, now for the duplication on all the 4 directions, this look like the Nokia snakes. If you have known the, the Nokia 3310, there was a game with the Nokia, and this is elongated snakes with pixelized version. All right, so practice drawing it as long as you want, and you're gonna do great. Bye-bye. So use the cheat code with the ruler if you want as a beginner. To make your first steps in design sketching with the design sketchbook right here, so I invite you to download the designer starter kit. So this is a free book for you guys to make your first steps in perspective, and I will also show you how to hold your pen. So you just need to leave your first name, your email address, and I will send you the books. So see you there.